This video is going to be about the top three things that I think everybody needs to get to $10 million per year. Of course, there are more things, but I would put my 90% of my time and effort onto making these things true, making them exist, making them part of who you are and your business practices. And without further ado, let's get right into it. The first thing is a complete lead generation funnel, where at the top we have multiple ways to drive traffic. We have our paid ads, we have our content, we have our outreach, and we have our partnerships. In the middle of the funnel, we have multiple ways to capture, nurture, and qualify leads. We have different lead magnets solving different problems that our target market has. Those get added to the email flows in the funnel where they can see our webinars and our digital products and our VSLs and sign up for our live workshops, receive our newsletters, join our communities, talk to our appointment setter, and so on. And that point, they will either consume enough content and be nurtured to the point where they self qualify, like, okay, this is for me, and they'll book a call. Or in this entire process, we can collect information like website, revenue, target market, etc. And we'll be able to do outbound appointment setting to those because we got that information on the form. Then we drive them down to our website where we get them on a call and we can have a few different offers. We might have a one time intro offer to get their foot in the door, and then we can upsell them later to our main recurring service. Or we could go to the main recurring service right away. Or if we determine they're not qualified, we can refer them to something or someone who can do it for cheaper, or maybe they need a different service and we can collect a referral fee, or we can sell them a course, or we can sell them a program, which is like a little done with you version of a course. This funnel is really meant to solve the four problems that all businesses have, which are not enough traffic. And we've solved that with paid ads, we've solved it with content, with outreach, with partnerships. The second is they no reliable way to capture, nurture, and qualify leads, which we do with the lead magnets and the email flows in our funnel. The third is all of the clients come from referrals or networking. And if we have all of this, that's just no longer true. We're driving our own traffic and we're converting it. That solves itself. And the final problem is 99% of people are unqualified to buy our main offer, whether that's timing, price, need, just you don't like them, they don't like you, country, language, whatever. And to solve that, we have different offers so we can monetize the entire target audience instead of just a little bit. This funnel is by far the most important thing if you want to get to 10 million per year. And it's very fundamentals based. It's not a fad. It's not like AI in the current market where it'll be here once and get saturated and kind of be over. It's based on the core principles of human nature that existed thousands of years ago, exist today, and will exist in the future. Think of it back then, if someone who was a baker back in the day in a small ancient town wanted to get some business, they might pay an influential citizen. If they wanted to get some business through content, they might show the process and have all the bread out in front. Or they might go door to door back in the day. Or a baker might form a partnership with a butcher and they can cross sell their stuff. It's the same as it was 2000 years ago. It's the same today, and it's the same in the future. The technology, the methods, the tactics might change, but it's very fundamentals based. The second is to do 10 work forms per day. And a work form basically means you should work in 60-minute sprints, put on your earplugs, put on your noise canceling headphones, have a timer in your desk, set it for 60, and do nothing but work for that 60 minutes. After you're done, you fill out a Google Sheet or a Google form or whatever you want to use. What did I do? What hour of the day? What are my goals? What is the standard? And the standard is to keep working. And then you can send that to all your friends for accountability. They can send it all to you for motivation too. And everybody wins. No matter what business you have or what you're trying to do, you need to be able to do a lot of work. Most people can't. Most people don't work enough hours and they don't work effectively enough when they are actually working in those hours. This is a good way to accomplish both, where you're going to clearly work for 10 hours or more per day, and you're also going to get a lot done in those hours. So it's literally the best of both worlds. I heard a great quote, I think it was from Jordan Peterson, where it's like, you know, you don't have to work 24/7, but there are people who are willing to do that, and no one's obligated to do that, but you're gonna get smashed by them. You're gonna get crushed. This is a great way to basically work as much as possible and be as effective as possible. And it's funny because once you start doing this, especially if you start doing it with the boys, you're really like going to be thinking about just working to fill out work forms 24/7. And it's kind of be going to be your only source of happiness for better or for worse. If you're trying to achieve a lot, it's going to be for better, but you're going to become addicted to this because it's semi gamified in the same way you'll be addicted to your phone or whatever. It's so very powerful. It's the number one way to work in terms of quantity and quality. And the final thing is to make 3 1% improvements every day. A lot of people just kind of neglect this. They build it once and then they kind of stop forever. The first thing everybody who works at my company, which is 75 people at this point, they put in a Slack channel called improvements, 3 improvements per day that they think could be done to the funnel, to client fulfillment, to whatever. And then I go through them, select 3, delegate them to the appropriate people, and then they just get added in a systematic fashion. Whether you have a team or not, first hour of your day, definitely just search through your stuff and 3 1% improvements. You'll be amazed at how much that you can accomplish when you just do this. You're going to get the compounded kind of results. So even if you do 3 1% improvement per day for 100 days, you're going to get an insane result. But also, when you're improving it like this, let's just say we have 20 different improvements over the course of a month, even that improve our metrics in our ad funnel by 1% each. When you compound it like that, you're going to get not only the 20% plus compounded improvement, but it's also going to unlock a bunch of different opportunities and a different hiring and different margins because you are more effective. Maybe that better opportunity leads to a big breakthrough or a new ad angle that now you can do it 400% improvement overnight. So both big breakthroughs and tiny improvements are very important, but we can't just have a big breakthrough. We can't just put that on our to-do list. It doesn't work like that. Where we can really get our team or get ourselves to brainstorm these improvements, make them in a systematic and consistent manner, and that will set us up for success in the long term, whether we make breakthroughs or not. So the combination of these 3 things, having the amazing full $10 million plus marketing funnel, having the habit and the standard of doing a lot of work that's both quantity and high effectiveness and making these improvements per day are by far the 3 most important things that I can think of if your goal is to get to $10 million per year or more. There's other things you can do, but these are the 3 that if I could only choose 3 are the ones that I would choose. I hope this was valuable and I'll see you in the next video.